As Americans continue to pray for the victims and their families of those devastating Central Texas floods along the Guadalupe River, a Texas country legend has just made a heartbreaking announcement. The news out of Central Texas this past weekend has been absolutely devastating. Deadly flash floods have torn through the region, and country music legend Pat Green just revealed that his own family has been directly impacted. On Friday, July 4th, catastrophic flooding swept through Central Texas, with the Guadalupe River overflowing its banks. One of the hardest hit areas was Camp Mystic, an all-girls Christian summer camp. So far, over 100 people have been confirmed dead from the flooding, which includes 27 campers and staff from the camp. The search is still ongoing for dozens more who are missing. Amid this tragedy, Pat Green shared a statement on social media, confirming family had suffered a personal loss. He wrote, "Over the weekend, during the devastating flooding that hit Central Texas, my family, like so many others, suffered a heartbreaking and deeply personal loss. We are grieving alongside countless Texans whose lives have been upended by this tragedy. Right now, we kindly ask for privacy and space as we mourn, support each other, and begin to process what comes next for our family. Thank you for your love, prayers, and compassion." This is an unimaginable situation, and the only appropriate response is to send our thoughts and prayers to the Green family and everyone affected by this horrific disaster. Even in the middle of such a terrible tragedy, there are always stories of incredible heroism. One of the first responders at Camp Mystic was Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin, and his story is just remarkable. He was part of the crew that was dispatched from Camp Christie early on Friday morning, and he described the conditions they faced on Good Morning America. He said, "The Coast Guard launched us and decided to send a rescue crew from Air Station Corpus Christi at about 6:30 or 7 a.m. on Friday, July 4th. They sent us out. We encountered some pretty serious weather, some of the worst flying we've ever dealt with. What should have been an hour flight probably took us 7 or 8 just to get into the landing zone." Now, when Ruskin was finally able to get on the ground at Camp Mystic, he found a scene of chaos and fear. He said, "I got on scene, boots on the ground at Camp Mystic, kind of discovered I was the only person there as far as first responders go. I had about 200 kids mostly, all scared, terrified, cold, and having probably the worst day of their life. I just needed to triage them, get them to a higher level of care, and get them off the flood zone." In the end, Ruskin is being credited with saving the lives of more than 160 children at the camp. What makes this even more incredible is what he revealed when asked about his experience with rescue missions. He said, "This was my first one. I haven't had any cases before. I've been a rescue swimmer for about a year, fully trained for about 6 months. This was my first experience, but I really kind of relied on the training we get. Any of the rescue swimmers in the Coast Guard would have done the exact same, if not better than me." That level of humility from a true hero is just incredible. Obviously, our thoughts and prayers are with everyone in Texas dealing with the aftermath of these horrific floods. Now, I've linked to some ways in the description of this video that you can help along with the American Red Cross. Obviously, recovery efforts remain ongoing during this heartbreaking tragedy in Texas.